The embargo has lifted, so I can finally talk about it. I've been given early access to Sacred 2 Remaster, so a huge thank you to THQ Nordic for giving me the game and the opportunity to play it early. So this is my review as a player who never played the original back in 2008. So if you're looking for a comparison to the original, unfortunately I can't do that for you. Now, this will be a fair review. I will talk about the good and the bad, and I'm going to give you my personal opinion on the game. Now, with that being said, let's jump in. Sacred 2 Remaster is a 2008 action RPG within the Sacred franchise. The game allows you to choose from 6 different characters you can see here, each with a unique playstyle, as well as a light or dark campaign, which will affect the start of the game, as well as plot points, giving good replayability right off the bat. That means due to the wide range of loot that you can see here, as well as things such as relics and items, and your combat arts, which for the sake of this review we'll call combat skills, you can make a lot of fun builds to play the game with. There are also multiple dungeons and caves scattered all throughout the world, meaning you have multiple to explore, whether it is for the sake of exploration or just for a side quest. And I can assure you, there are an abundance of side quests in this game. Now, if you're familiar with some of THQ Nordic's other remasters or re-releases, such as Kingdoms of Amalur or Titan Quest, then this is more of the same, in the sense that it keeps that old school aesthetic and feel, which I personally love. Now sure, I could see the graphics being a huge turn off for some people, but for me personally, I absolutely love this. It feels like they've retained the soul of the game, but then the PS3 era of gaming and those sort of 2008, 9, 10, 11 years of gaming are my personal favourite. And graphics to me have never really mattered as long as the gameplay and story is good. Now let's talk about the gameplay, and as you can see, it's pretty smooth. You have 4 set abilities you can see in the bottom right of my screen that you can activate with square, or the corresponding button on your device. X will auto-attack enemies near you, making life easier, and your directional arrows will heal up, as you can see there. Switching between weapon sets, you can see in the bottom left, is just by the click of one of your triggers. The same with your skills on the right hand side, as you can see me doing currently. And again, square just activates them. You can auto-loot items around you by just pressing a button, and this will be in a radius. Unfortunately, however, other aspects of the gameplay aren't as smooth. The console UI isn't as smooth as it could be when it comes to things like selling, blacksmithing, or moving items. For example, if I want to move items to my chest, let's say I want to take this ancestral fireball, then it's a bit, as you can see, laggy for lack of a better term, although there's no lag. Maybe slightly unresponsive is more of a better term, but like I said, I could see this UI being extremely smooth on PC, just being able to drag and drop items or relics wherever you want to.
My mother says that I shouldn't.
Now, there is another huge aspect to this, and that is bugs. Now, obviously, I played this game 2 weeks before release day and the day you're seeing this video, and the game on my PS5 crashed a lot. And I mean a lot. I've shared 2 of the crash report screens from my PS5 at the time of writing this script. You can see them on screen now. And between writing these words and actually filming this review, there were so many more. Now, this isn't the end of the world. It's obviously not amazing. It's very unimmersive, and you know, some might even say it's a bit of a broken game. However, it doesn't really draw back from the game. You can still load back in and it still works smoothly. And I have full faith that THQ Nordic will have these issues fixed by now or within the next few days. However, when the game crashes so much and you consistently lose 20 to 30 minutes of progress, it gets a little tedious. The other drawback, and I'm unsure if this was the case back in the original game too, but as a new player, there feels like there's a lack of tutorials or teaching about how the game works.
Goodbye.
Now, there are some tutorial quests, such as these that you can see here. However, most of these, or vendors, for example, like the blacksmithing you can see here, is just a text box that vaguely explains some stuff. Which, for new players like me, doesn't seem very intuitive. And this does feel like a game that is very firmly catering and appealing to people who played the original. Now, I could just be stupid and these tutorials make sense to other new players, but after 2 weeks I don't think I am. Now, are these issues enough to say the game isn't worth it? Absolutely not. For $19.99 on PC and $29.99 on consoles, I really think this is a game worth dipping into if you like this genre. You get all the expansions that are released, all the updates and quality of life improvements, and I say that as someone who isn't a huge fan of this style of game. But the Sacred 2 Remaster just has a charm to it that I don't think you get with modern gaming. The bugs, crashes and learning curve aside, the exploration, combat and story or questing more than makes up for it, and I can easily see why this was so popular with people when it first came out. So with that being said, I would recommend checking this game out. I'll be continuing to play it, and I have a few more videos coming out such as a beginner's guide tonight and some build guides to help you as you play the game. But I would love to hear from you guys. What's your opinion on the game? Did you play the original back in the day? If so, how did you find it? Are you excited to try this for yourself? Let me know in the comments below. I really hope you have enjoyed this review. Again, a big thank you to THQ Nordic for gifting me this game early. It blows my mind as a small YouTuber that I have access to these things. But I want to say a big thank you to them, big thank you to you guys for watching. If you're not already, if you could like the video, that would be amazing. Subscribe to the channel as well. I am packed full of RPG content here, from build guides to gameplays to reviews now like this. Hopefully there'll be something that takes your interest. Regardless, thank you so much, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.